third graders. Last time we looked at the penguin's body and we took some notes, did some research all about the penguin's body. And we found that they had strong flippers that help them with their speed. They have big eyes, soft feathers, and a layer of blubber. And they have webbed feet similar to a duck and a frog. Today we're going to be looking at a different subtopic. We're going to be looking at their diet and what they eat.
Let's take a look at our first penguin book. Now, let's open it up and let's see. We're looking for what the penguins eat. And look at this topic here. It says, what's for dinner? So I know if they're talking about dinner, that has something to do with food. And food has something to do with diet. So let's look at this page. I'm going to scan it really quickly and see what it says about what penguins eat. If I look in this first paragraph, I see that penguins eat a lot of fish. And I can also see from the picture that the penguin is eating fish. But it doesn't seem, and it tells us some ways their bodies are adapted, like their hooked bill, their barbs on their tongues. Well, that's really cool, right? To help them hold on to slippery food. And it just tells us fish.
Oh, Miss Letnan.
Yeah, what do you notice?
Look at paragraph 2. It mentions what they drink and how they do it. They're able to take the salt out of the ocean water and drink fresh water.
Wow, that's a really cool.
Could that be included under food?
Well, it's diet. It could be.
I think it could.
Because they need to drink water just like any other living thing needs water. And that's so cool that they can take the salt out of it, that their body is adapted to do that. And let's look, maybe we might need to look at another book to get a little bit more information about exactly what they eat. We know
I
fish,
think you're right.
But
let's go back to our penguin collection and look in our second book, Positively Penguins.
Okay, let's look
see.
At this. Well, there's a penguin eating something.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at the second paragraph, Miss Herrera.
Okay. Oh, yes.
Oh, they eat mostly fish,
squid,
and tiny shrimp-like animals called krill. Wow, that gives us a little bit more information, doesn't it?
Yeah, more detailed. I can use that in my notes.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we're ready to go to our note page.
So readers, make sure you look at more than one book because you might get more information from another book. Now let's look at the third penguin book in our collection. This one we haven't looked at yet. So, oh, look at that. Chapter 3, The Thrill of the Krill. What a cool title for this chapter, because I already know that they eat krill. I know this has to do with diet. So if I look through this page and I look through the first paragraph, it talks about how they're natural predators, they have good eyesight, they're flippers. Well, gosh, we know that from our body subtopic. Now let's keep looking. Oh, some species hunt together. Okay, all penguins like to eat food that lives in large groups. So that makes it so much easier for them to get food. Their odds are much better if they are hunting in for large groups of like schools of fish, and krill tend to be all together.
So, Miss Letnan, I noticed that most of the books, or all of the books, mention krill being a food that the penguin eat, and also fish and squid. So we could definitely include that in our notes, don't you think?
Those should definitely go under our heading for diet. We know that penguins eat krill, squid, and fish. We found that out.
Let's go back to our slide where we're going to take notes. Okay, here we are back at our boxes and bullets. Today we looked at diet and we found out that penguins eat fish, squid, and krill. So those are my 3 bullet points that I'm going to write down for my notes. Today, you're going to go and you're going to read your books about your animal, looking specifically at at their diet. Make sure that when you're taking your notes, that you don't copy down what's in the book. You just take an idea or a word and maybe put it into your own words. And you don't have to write a full sentence. Remember, you're just taking notes. Another thing to remember is use more than one book about your animal. We used all 3 of our penguin books, and that gave us a lot of good information. Okay, good luck.